if you do something and get excellent results, then perhaps if I do exactly what you do, I can get the same excellent results. So I might ask you questions and observe how you behave. And if I can find the right formula, then I can replicate your outcomes. That's the principle of modelling in NLP. Let's face it, much of NLP is based on modelling, and the principles are sound. The challenges are to gather enough data to sort out what is salient from what is irrelevant, and to replicate behaviours and attitudes closely enough. But even if we can do all this, can modelling achieve results? Well, there are 3 factors to human performance. First, there's learned behaviours. Second, there's genetics. And third, there's chance. Modelling can only help you with one of those, but happily, a great many of the skills that really matter have a large component of behaviour contributing to their outcomes. So yes, modelling can really help, unless you want to be a world-class athlete or to win the lottery. So, if you wanted to model a skill like creativity, public speaking, or personal productivity, how would you go about it? Here are the 7 basic steps. The first step is to find one or more is better, one or more people who excel at the thing you want to be good at. Next, you need to set up meetings with them. And there are 2 types of meeting. One, to observe what they do when they're doing it. And the second is to ask them questions about how they believe they do it and their attitudes and thoughts and beliefs when they do it. Third, make detailed observations of what they do. Pay special attention to their movements and their physiology and their postures. And also pay attention to any language they use when they are speaking or writing. What types of phrases do they use? What intonation do they use? Record verbatim quotes and document your observations in as detailed a way as you possibly can. A great tool to help you in this is the perceptual positions exercise that I described in an earlier video. This can help you to see the process objectively from the third position and also from their point of view, the second position. Fourth, interview your subject. And there are a number of things that you're trying to elicit at this interview. First is what they believe, their values and their attitudes about the thing. What you're trying to figure out here is why they do what they do and why they do it the way that they do it. Secondly, what do they actually think they do and how do they think they do it? It may or may not be the same as what you've observed. Third, ask about their mental strategies and their models for what they're doing. And fourth, what metaphors do they use to describe to themselves and to other people what they're doing and how they do things? The fifth step is to organise your findings into a basic model. But critically, the sixth step is to experiment, to test out that model, to find out what works and what doesn't work, and also to test out dropping aspects of the model to see what impact that will have. What you're doing here is trying to distinguish between what is salient and relevant on the one hand and what is irrelevant on the other hand. If you drop something from the model and it doesn't change the outcomes you get, then it's not fundamental and therefore doesn't need to be part of your strategy. And step 7, once you have a model for how to do this thing, then you need to design an instructional method for training people to use that model and to do the thing well. I have used modelling on a couple of occasions and found it really valuable, most notably when I modelled someone whom I think of as one of the most creative people I know. And when I modelled his creativity strategy and started to use it, I discovered that I could much more quickly get into a creative mindset and produce better results. So modelling is a fantastic tool set for you as a manager, as a supervisor, and as a professional to find better ways to do the things that matter to you. Please do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it or learned from it. I'll be creating loads more great management courses videos for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of them. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and in the meantime, keep learning.